ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing something slightly different. We are going to be going through all the news in the media this week. We're going to be talking about it and seeing what it is that makes it interesting. So, without further ado, and you know I hate doing intros, let's get into our first topic straight away. So, this week in America, I believe on Wednesday, they had a trial with members of Congress and the government and members of the military addressing extraterrestrial life on Earth. And they had different key witnesses of people explaining their experiences with these alien beings. And it was very interesting. And then they asked certain questions, but there were some questions that were very, very compelling and very interesting to listen to. And one of them, I believe one person asked, has there been any capture of these extraterrestrial life? Has there been any kind of... have they caught any UFOs? And the answer sounded a bit like this.
Really important. Mr. Gresh, finally, do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
And where?
I know the exact locations, and those locations were provided to the Inspector General and some of which to the intelligence committees. I actually had the people with the firsthand knowledge provide a protected disclosure to the Inspector General.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, I would just say that I think that
as you can see, that was very, very interesting. And he kind of said, yes, we have had UFOs being captured, and they try to, I believe what he said later on is that he tried to reverse engineer some of the captured UFOs, and some people got injured while doing that, which is very, very strange. And then he also went on to say that he knows the location of said UFOs, but he can't say where they are. But I think we all know where they are. Area 51! And next up this week, the Barbie movie was released, and there's been a lot of kind of backlash with this movie. Many people saying that it isn't for children, which I don't get. But, I mean, from looking at a lot of TikToks, I've kind of made up a synopsis, and it's basically Barbie is living in said Barbie world, and everything is run by women, everything is run by the Barbies, and then Ken comes along and he's kind of portrayed as the villain type of character, but then when they try and go into the real world, they then notice that it's the complete opposite, and men are ruling everything, and women are kind of like the antagonist in the real world. And then a lot of people have said, well, this is acting on the misogyny in the real world and how it's going over the top. And many people don't want their children to be listening in on this. Because when you think of Barbie films, you think of sunshine and fairies and rainbows. But this Barbie film isn't really like that. Now, another film that was released, which is pretty much the opposite of what the Barbie film is the Oppenheimer, the Oppenheimer movie, which is about this one man, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and he kind of made what we know is the atomic bomb today. He was made kind of like this leading role in the Manhattan Project, which was kind of like a project in World War II that was made by the USA. And he was in charge of basically finding out a weapon and atomics, bombs and everything. And at first he couldn't see the danger of what this atomic bomb could do. But it's only later in, I believe it was like something like July 16th of 1945, that he actually experienced an atomic bomb going off. And then he realised what he'd done was a mistake, and it could change the world forever, which it has. And just think about it, without the making of the atomic bomb, we wouldn't have anything today. There wouldn't be, for example, Nagasaki would only be a random city, a normal city in Japan, but because the atomic bomb hit Nagasaki, it makes it a lot more rich in the history of that city. And without Oppenheimer, that wouldn't have happened, and without the making of the atomic bomb, that wouldn't have happened. So this movie kind of addresses that, and it goes through Robert Oppenheimer's life almost, and how he created the atomic bomb to what it is that we know nowadays. Now, moving on to a bit of a creepy subject in the news this week. If anyone remembers, there was this woman on a plane that kept screaming that there was a lizard person, and that there's a lizard person on the plane that could potentially crash the plane. Well, we all thought that was just her messing around, and it's obviously something, probably mental health reasoning behind it. Well, no, because the woman on that plane, and in fact her entire family and who she's around, has all gone missing apparently, which seems very suspicious for because which seems very suspicious because she was talking about the kind of lizard people and how she saw that transition between the lizard. And now she's gone missing, which is very strange and very spooky and scary. Why I leave my light on at night. And many people speculated this is the lizard people taking over to correct her wrongs. And I don't know, maybe in a couple of weeks she'll come back and everything will be okay and we'll all forget about it. Like everyone does with kind of TikTok people and people that went missing. Like, look at Kanye West when he went missing. Everyone freaked out, then he came back, and then it was like, oh, he's back again. Oh well. But our last and final topic is TikTok NPC live streams, which have kind of been raising in popularity recently, and it's very, very weird because if you ever see on the lives of TikTok, it's very strange. Like, you know, you got people singing Defying Gravity and loads of weird people on TikTok live. But there's a new kind of live stream which people are pretending to be NPCs and kind of reacting to the gifts that people send them. And one person in particular, I forgot her name, has came out and she said that she's raised thousands of dollars for just doing a couple hours, say 4 hours, doing these live streams. And all it really is just her reacting to the gifts and pretending to be like this AI NPC kind of person. And it's gotta make you think, what has TikTok came to now? I mean, it was first Musical.ly where people would just dance online and lip sync to songs. And now you have people acting like they're NPCs, like reacting to gifs and people shouting at people on live. Even like battles, which I do not get whatsoever. The TikTok live battles. It's like how many people can get the most gifts in a certain time. And I just don't get it, to be honest. But that's the weird world of TikTok, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I don't post on TikTok anymore. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to see me do this series and make it into a series, and maybe possibly do the news and media next week, make sure you pop a comment in the comment section down below saying you want to do it again. And if you've made it this far, guys, just leave a comment saying, wow, this is a good channel. Don't know. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Bye for now.